We are asking what comes next in the process for Democrats to pick a new presidential candidate. Thanks for joining us tonight on ABC 17 News at 6. I'm Megan Drakis.
I'm Lucas Geisler. President Joe Biden officially dropped out of the race yesterday, and he announced that he'll be endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris. ABC 17's Gabrielle Tyner joins us live in studio tonight. Gabrielle, Democrats plan to meet on Wednesday to go over the rules for official nomination.
Megan, Lucas, the professors I spoke with tell me even though Biden is endorsing VP Harris, that doesn't mean Democratic delegates have to choose her as their nominee.
This is not something that we've witnessed before. You could see it building over the last couple of weeks, particularly in the last few days. So I think when the announcement came down, it was not a huge surprise. But if you were to go back 6 months or a year ago, it would have come as a complete shock.
One day after President Joe Biden announced he has dropped out of the 2024 presidential race, Democrats now have some decision-making to do.
The Democratic Party and the National Committee will try to figure out who its nominee is going to be. And that's complicated because normally by this time the nominee has been selected.
Zug tells me President Biden dropping out of the race presents a lot of uncertainty and can have serious consequences. And Squire says this will change how Republicans run their campaigns from now until election night.
It changes who their target is, who the opposition is, and they're going to have to recalibrate their campaign accordingly. And that will be something they're surprisingly not as well prepared to do as they probably should have been. It now changes the dynamic completely.
While there is still a lot of questions swirling around, this decision will go down in history.
I would say this is the single biggest institutional disruption and change that we've seen since the late 1960s and early 70s.
We asked Biden delegate Paul Harper of Columbia about who he plans to support at the convention. He says he hasn't made a decision yet, but plans to do so soon.
Gabrielle, thank you. The Democratic National Convention is slated to start on August 19th in Chicago.